Hello there, welcome back to GeekyMagic. Now for today's episode we're going to go with one variation from the previous week deck that it was Simic Bodies, and because I wanted a little bit more defense we went with white, and this is the deck. Now as always I'm going to leave a link in the description of the video so you can go ahead and check it out, because I'm not going to explain much of the changes on the deck. I'm going to show you some stats at the end of the video. If you want to skip it, I'm going to leave all the time frames so you can go ahead and go directly to the stats. That's fine by me. But if you want to check still some games, be my guest. Now, take in consideration that some of the games that I'll showing you and some of the stats that I'll be showing you are before the laneland got banned. And most of the stats that I'll be showing you are after the laneland got banned. So stick to the end of the video, probably this information might be useful. Now without further ado, let's go with the games and I'll see you to the end step. Okay, this one looks promising. I'm gonna go with this one. At least I'll be able to have a little portico to see a little, have a little glimpse of my future. And besides that one, oh, that's a really good glimpse of my future. Okay. Tells me that it's going to be that type of deck. Okay. Oh, that was perfect. Most likely my opponent's going to try to cast multiple stuff like 2-1 or 2-2s of flying stuff. If that is going to be the case, then that's fine. Durus! Lane line is going to go? Probably the Caretaker's Talent. Caretaker's Talent, okay. Sure. Okay, and Mockingbird. Yeah. Acceptable. We're going to set it up and get the lane line binding active. Woo! We got another Overlord of the Honeswoods. That's good. That's pretty good. And I don't know if I'm going to continue receiving damage, that's for sure. Okay, he got the third land, so he was struggling to have another land. Okay, 2 more damage, sure. Let's set it up. Another Overlord. Let's see if there's going to be any counters. No counter for the current moment. Okay, you set it up with planes and you can go ahead and go. For now he has only 2 2-2s. No, 2 1-1s. And a 2 1-1s and a 2-1. Yeah, I'm going to let it pass. I'm just going to try to go with Jigs. I can go ahead and try to get it on alive. Okay, another Mockingbird. Okay, sure. Let's see if he's going to let me. Let's go ahead and kill the Spyglass Siren. He doesn't know that I got the Soundful, so if he go ahead and counters this one, we can go Soundful on the next one. Come on, counter it. Nice! And another creature, meaning that that was incredible good exchange. So we're going to go with Soundful. Bye bye. And conceded. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it. Hopefully we can go ahead and draw another green source. Okay, it's going to be Rakdos Enchantments? It seems that way. And I'll be receiving the damage. How much? 1/4 of my life. Let's get up to the beanstalk. Okay. You actually, I don't know. I still can have some responses. Well, I'm going to receive a lot of damage, that's for sure. But I might still have some responses on it. Oh, never mind. I think it's 12. Lovely. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it. At least I'll have enough mana to do multiple things. Hopefully I can go ahead and draw the fifth land. Oh, do the beanstalk. Okay, that's going to help us a little bit in order to get that land. Now we're going against red. First red deck that I don't feel it's so aggressive since the first turn. Okay, sure. Is he going to try to do something else? Okay, I'm going to start receiving damage. For sure. We're going to take it active with Leyland Binding first. Depending on how much my opponent is going to do, we will be able to go with an Ancient Cornucopia and then Leyland Binding, or probably Sunfall. If it goes all in with creatures, Sunfall. Yeah, I think Sunfall is going to be right now the best option. Oh, you know what? I'm going to generate some tokens. Let's try to bait him in order to go ahead and cast more stuff. If something gets out of line, we're going to go with the Lane Unbinding, just as a protection on it. But for now, we can go ahead and block. If he tries to go with multiple creatures, that would be incredibly good. Hopefully he's going to go with multiple creatures. If that's the case, we can go ahead and beat it. Shot! Sure. Okay, so I'm going to have to block Godric. No, I'm going to block this one. As if he plays something else, he can go ahead and get it beef. Is he going to try to do something additional? Godric also. Yeah, I'm going to take Godric. I'm going to go Cornucopia. Starting live. And going to leave it in there. I might be able to gain 2 more lives in his turn. And depending on how much he's going to or wants to beef it up the creature, I can go ahead and hold it. Okay. Let's try to remove everything. No shock. And if he has a creature, a hasty creature, we can go ahead and block it. Block it or responds with a lane bind. But right now I'm getting critical, bro. I feel more one step closer to the grave than other. So But he wants to kill our overlords. Okay. Now let's think things through. We're talking about 3, 6. I got enough to go for a double gank of 2. That's still something good. So probably he's not going to like it. But I'm going to have to remove his stuff. So I'm going to do the following of 2, 1 and 2. And I need to recover some life, bro. 1, 2. Still have enough for a late line binding. Let's go ahead and attack. Okay. Whew. We were down for 1. If he had some fire shock, something, I was a goner. Going to give it haste. Wants to kill our creatures? Sure. Okay. Let's go ahead and attack. Attacking is always first. He needs to block, because if not, he's going to kill. Consider. Yeah, I was able to go ahead and go for the lane line in order to remove the blocker, but yeah, I'm going to keep it. Plus we have all colors. And we have all colors and everything. We'll be able to play everything. Everything is active. Going against. Sure. To leave it there. No. It's not gonna happen. If you want to sacrifice something, do it by your own. But I'm not going to let it. We're going to have lane line active. And that's for sure. We want a little bit of time. Let's go ahead and create another one. We need to ramp. That's the only freaking problem about this deck, is that we need actually a lot of mana, a lot of resources in order to do something. Okay. Now if the serpent is going to come here, obviously I'm going to receive the damage, that's for sure. But he would need to sacrifice most of the stuff in his deck. Well, in his battlefield. For now, it is fine to start receiving damage. Is he going to sacrifice everything? Seems he didn't do it. Go ahead and draw a card. Okay, turn. Bounce. Okay, doggy. So dog is going to go out. This one is going to go here, and the dog is going to go to my lane. Do we have enough mana to do something? Do 4, 6, still not.
Let's see a glimpse of a future. That line is not gonna work it. We're going to go with the Overlord. If it has removal, that's fine by me. At least I'll have two Overlords. So the current moment and some small response into the blood pump. But if he doesn't have any removal, then it's going to be a huge amount of damage. Okay, he took one of the Overlords. Sure. And the other one? Okay, he's going to remove it. Sure. No biggies. The good part is that I still have a lot of stuff to do. Everyone's going to return. Nice. Let's glimpse our future. Playing on mining. That's good. That's good. We're going to draw it. We drew it. And I'm just going to go convert it to level 3 in case if we draw the Overlord of the Moors, I can go ahead and have really beefy tokens. But besides that, he can go ahead and cast all the creatures that he wants. I'm going to sunfall them, all of them. Next turn. Okay, going to deal damage? Sure. Come on! Raids! Raids going to get it. Side! And sacrifice an artifact. An enchantment. Yeah. You know what? I'm going to sacrifice this one so I can go ahead and move it also. And we're going to sunfall. Yeah, that's lovely. Give me my card. Okay. GG, bro. GG. But up the beanstalk is always a good option. The good part is that every time that I go with up the beanstalk, kind of like is a card trick, and it's going to be a huge advance if I'm able to survive as much as possible. Red deck. Now this is getting I'm getting worried. Okay, sure. Show the damage. It's going to be that type of deck. To tell me that there is going to be out now red with tokens. Well, at least I prefer that one instead of having the lane line. Sorry about that. Yeah, the lane line is such a pain in the ass. Okay. Let's see our creature. We're going to pass. I'll be receiving damage. Probably he has some fire. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to take it. I forgot that I have to like go ahead manually in order to say to stop. I want to still do something on it. Receive the damage. I prefer to do it like that. Now I'm going to try to go as far and much as possible. So let's go ahead and go with Enchantment. Ooh, Caretaker's Talon. That's That's good. Let's go ahead and check the cyber. Cyber is going to give me another double gang. I prefer to have multiple double gangs here, and mainly I'm fighting to have more lands. If I'm able to get at least 2 more lands, I can go ahead and go for the first double gang of 2. Okay. Here comes the damage. Okay, dealt a lot of damage. 5 damage is only a 1/4 of my life. Let's try to go caretakers. Let's create another token. Give me a land. No land? Okay. Going to let it be there. Now, I got an Overlord. If you reroute all the fire to the Overlord, that is going to be pretty good. It seems that you don't want to do it like that. Okay. Sunfall is not going to work. He has only fire in here. That's fine, but I'm not going to let it be. Okay, let's go ahead and attack. We're going to attack them. Jeez. Going to go with 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, meaning that is going to be 1 and 1. If my opponent has enough fire to actually kill me, then that's going to suck. To discard a little bit of stuff in here. 1, 2, I don't need more. 3, 4. Yeah, if he has only fire, then sucks to be me. That's the truth. If he doesn't have only fire, then we might be able to go with the upgraded recovery. Actually going well. We're going to attack first. Okay. And why I want to attack that one? Pretty simple. Because if I'm not mistaken, this one actually has like copy targets. Okay. Sure. Okay. Perfect. Either way, that helped. We're going to let it in there. Damage to me. I'm having the huge problem that I don't have something to gain life at the current moment. Okay. Yeah, that kind of sucks. I'm 1 step to the grave, so if those 3 cards in his hand are fire, then I'm screwed. 5, 8, 9, 10. To be okay. Oh, ancient cornucopia. Oh. Oh. wanted to clone the ancient cornucopia because I felt like I was one step to the grave. Oh. If you like the video so far, you can go ahead and help us to grow by giving us a thumbs up. That's going to help us a lot in order to grow as a channel. And thank you very much for doing so. Oh! It's actually pretty promising. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a while on it. Now, hopefully with this video as Leyland of Remembrance, or Reverence, however you want to call it, I don't even remember how it was called, got banned, then yeah, probably this deck can go ahead and have more options now. At least have possibility to be a little bit better. I got some of the stats with the ley line, and it was still promising a lot. But I'm just curious how it's going to perform now that the lane line is gone. And the good part about having the lane line out is that we might be able to actually have some variance in the meta, because yeah, there was a lot of just lane line decks and it was getting really annoying. Yeah, probably a lot of people is going to be against my thoughts on that matter, but yeah, it was kind of annoying just to be able to try to work with everything, and then mainland from like 100 games, 60 were laneland or similar to it. Mainly when they actually got their second turn, because ours it was just only one man.
I've kind of drop it.
Lord. Yeah, mainly we're going to take Julia. Kind of annoying. And let's go.
This isn't how things were supposed to go.
Go for the caretakers, because if my opponent is actually using Liliana, most likely we're going to be losing a lot of cards. So I prefer to go like that so we can save the Overlord in case if we need it. Yeah, at least one is not needed at least for a moment. But yeah, having lane lines out is kind of good. Let's see how he's going to perform all decks going further. Oh, it wants to kill my Overlord. Come on, don't do it. Don't do it! Okay, that's better. That's an annoying one. I'm going to up to the Beamstock. Let's draw a couple of cards. And consider. Okay. So far, I think we're going good. I'm going first. There's still the possibility of having... Oh no, my opponent's going first. Yeah, my opponent going first. There's still the possibility of a really like annoying deck. I'm gonna keep it. Okay. Orsov. Orsov Enchantments. We're going to go with, like, let's try to advance without doing stuff. Probably it's going to give it a land. At least we're going to go further with lands, because we really do need it. Oh, this is nice. What is this? Oh, it's lovely. Love it. We're going to go for another up to the Beamstock. Now we really do need yeah, it's going to be another Spit Smite. We really do need another land that we can actually use. Because I'm kind of afraid of what my opponent's going to do. Have a Current of Souls or ooh, snap. I'm going to take another Smite. Now I'm getting scared now. I need one land that I can use. Going to kill the Overlord. Only for the simple reason that I don't want to begin to start discarding. I already discarded a lot of stuff in here. Nice, we're going to recover it quickly. Okay, we already have a lot of stocks. So mainly we're going to use something else. Well, everything will be depending on the amount of pressure that my opponent is going to. Okay. Now we need to get rid of everything. Yeah, usually you don't cast the Overlord, so it would be better with that over the time. I never thought that he was going to concede only with that. Yeah, and I'm going first, that's good. Not only having the up to the bib stock can go ahead and help us to get the other lands, but having the Taker and Stalin and then the Overlords, any of the two Overlords is incredibly good. Okay, we're going to against no black. Exactly. Okay, let me go ahead and get something else. I really do need to start drawing the lands, that's for sure. There the oh snap. Now this is going to be a problem. I'm getting screwed with the lands. Come on now. Well, the good part about Liliana is that it's going to help us just
Nobody
to
knows Domino.
don't discard
I'm tired
cards
of your
on our own,
secrets.
but we're going to be losing a lot of cards. Now, if we are able to sustain Liliana and try to get it like on a life in a certain way, we might be able to go further with Lane and Binding. Yeah, Lane and Binding. We're going to lose one Lane and Binding, obviously. Into the Flood Maw is pretty important, and we can go ahead and delay Liliana. It's one turn. But we'll be losing one Lane and Binding, that's for sure. Okay, Lane and Binding.
You won't be outsmarting me.
And my opponent's going to use something else? Why is he reading the caretaker talent? Certain or enchantment. Nice. Sure. Fine by me. I'm going to give you a fish. Fishy, fishy, fishy. And we're going to start generating some creatures in here. Now, if Liliana is going to come down, then I can go ahead and try to kill her. Now, I seriously need other type of lands. Ooh. Deep Cavern Bats. I don't know which one he's going to use. He's going to take okay, they're not binding. Sunfall is the one that I'm going to end up discarding. Because the Doppelgang is actually something we don't need to use. Okay, he thought that probably I was going to block with the Doppelgang. Okay. So we need all the additional, and we're going to attack.
A fight? And you think you can win?
Okay.
Sacrifices must be made.
Sure. I don't get why he did it like that. Does he has any additional creatures in the graveyard? There's no additional creatures. There's no need to actually go ahead and cast the Virtue. moment. We're going to go Sunfall. For some life. Wait up also the Leyland Binding. But I feel more secure doing it with the Leyland Binding than with the Get Lost. At least it's going to give us an additional card on it. So I prefer to go ahead and discard the Get Lost.
We all have things we'd rather forget.
Okay, that is huge benefit for us. We're going to have discount. Ooh, Overlord. Let's take Liliana. Not only I'm going to take Liliana, I prefer to do it like that, but we're going to start attacking. Let's take Liliana.
Whatever. Luck favors the foolish, after all.
And we still have a 2-2. If he has removal, then he has removal. Fine by me. Now, I have a couple of creatures in here. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. Stoppable Slash. We're going to set it up a couple of blockers. Set it in there. Now, just preparing everything so I can go with a bang. I'm going to just block with 2. Okay, he's going to kill it 1. Sure. Fine by me. We're going to continue getting value. Oh, come on. Okay, my opponent's going first. I'm on the draw. Well, I'm going to try to do multiple things in here. The good part is that we will be having the white in a 1 or 2 turns. Yeah, I'm going to keep it. It's necessary to still keep it. Hey, Selesnya. What's it gonna be? Selesnya. Oculus. No, that's going to go back. I don't like it. Nice. We're going to have enough. If he casted the next turn, most likely I'm going to go with the Invasion of Arcadius in order to try to get something better. Okay. I didn't have any reanimator, so yeah, it is Selesnya Oculus. Yeah, that's fine by me. I'm gonna go with Nation of Arcadia. Let's go with the Cyber because something tells me that I'm going to need it. Negate? Yeah. Digin! Digin. So... I still need mana. So let's see if he's going to... Either way, if he's going to try to counter, I can go ahead and counter with his negate, and then with the Leyland Binding, take his skip. Now I'm going to... You already know that I got a negate in my hand, so that's up to you if you want to save it. Oh, yeah, I'll pay the 2. That's fine by me. Go to gain life, and let's take the DJ. So I prefer to pay the 2 instead of actually go with the negate. The negate can go ahead and help us a lot. Okay. meaning I'll start receiving a lot of damage. Sure. He has a counter, he has a counter. There's not much I can do. Yeah, this one goes back into your hand. And I got it of 6-5 into the battlefield. That's pretty good that we need to start like defending if it actually survives this turn. Okay, 3-6, still one down. We're going to attack. And that's not gonna happen. Going to attack. Okay, we got already enough mana for a double gang of 2. That means that is going to be probably Invasion in Ancient Cornucopia. Okay. It could be also the Dijin and Invasion. That sounds pretty good, actually. My opponent already used 2 counters. I remember this deck has, I think it was 2 or 3 of them, and 1 or 2 of the 3 steps behind. 3 steps. Whatever you want to call it. Let's see if he's going to let me. Caretaker's Talon. Overlord of the Huntswoods. Fortunately, I don't have the beanstalk. No, she starts. Yeah, I'm going to pay it. Okay, meaning that we already got most of his counters. Yeah. I've ever seen like half of my life is going to go right now. Going to generate another. Going to be able to do it. Interesting. 6-7. There was no counter on it. We're going to go through. Okay, we're going to take that one. Let's set it up from the sideboard. Oh, come on! I just wanted to go to the sideboard. Well, I'm going first. Yeah, I'm gonna go. And we have the up the beanstalk, so it's going to help us to go and get additional lands. Hopefully, as yeah, this is going to suck if I'm not able to get additional lands or the Overlord of the Huntswood. I'm going to keep it. I don't know why my opponent is playing, but I prefer to keep it. Oh, I'm going to receive a lot of damage pretty early in the game. Draw a card. Okay, we got another forest. That's actually good. Okay. Go and set it up for Caretaker's Talon in case we are able to draw something like really important in in order to generate tokens, we're going to continue drawing. Okay. Speaking of something important, I'm going to let it be. Now, yeah, I'll continue receiving damage. Let's see if my opponent is going to do something else, like trying to beef it up. No, didn't happen. I'm going to do it after the lane line, most likely. Okay, we need the 5th land. I can almost guarantee that if it's going to be the Sunfall is going to succeed. Let's go. Sunfall. Nice. Okay, I'll continue receiving damage. That's for sure. Let's create some tokens. Just wishing to God that I don't have, he doesn't have any fire on it. Let's set it up another token. Currently, I feel like I'm going to die pretty soon. If there's fire, that's going to suck for me. Fire. Ah, he got shot. Well, no biggies. It's still acceptable. I kind of like it when that happens because there was still opportunity to do something. And as you realize, there is no need for the lane line in order to still win. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it. Unless everything in here is playable. Well, in the future. My opponent is going first, so if we're able to get a forest or a plains, that would be incredibly good. Okay. Lomo? Sure. Yeah, we need to get rid of it. Okay, we're searching for actually the double white. Okay, we already had the double white, and probably we need the 5th land then, because the overload of the Huntswoods is going to give us the 5th land. Hopefully it's not going to be enough damage, the one that I'm going to be taking. Oh, come on, I needed another land, but an untapped land. Yeah. This is going to be painful. Oh snap! It's going to be really painful. Ooh! Thank you, Dex. You love me. You love me. I know you love me. These were the games, I hope you liked them, and now I'm going to show you some stats as I promised. Now we're going to continue with the big line of this deck, that is actually this one. Dimir Toxic. For some reason, like Poison ended up going strong at this moment, and the main problem that we have with the deck is that it's really non-interactive, meaning that against this one they are going to give you only a poison counter and then proliferate, and game over. Then we got Orzhov Reanimated. Balgaroth is really annoying, so even in some of the games I ended up casting Get Lost in one of my permanents in order to get more maps and sacrifice the maps in order to go for the warp and lane line binding. But yeah, this one is really tough match on it. Now for the rest of the gauntlet, we're going to go with Selesnya Rabbits. Yeah, if you survive at least with 1 life, we can go ahead and clean up and control the game. Rakdos Sacrifice. This one is really annoying. They can go ahead and try to control your hand, and it is really fast. If you don't have the specific pieces at the right time, then it's a game over. Mono white control, nah, there's not much of a problem. That one is the best batch that we have, in fact. Now Azorious Enchantments, and with this one it's kind of funny because it is really difficult and complicated to go. But one of the things that I ended up learning is that a lot of opponents go Shelter by Ghost one of their creatures, remove one Overlord of our field, and then attacking with the same creature. So most of the times in that one you're going to send removal. Lane Unbinding is pretty good for that one, but not to the creature itself, but to Shelter by Ghost. Removing the Shelter, having the Overlord to block the same creature, and sometimes that's a GG. Now we got Red Deck wins, and yet these ones are still stats, some of them with the lane land, so we ended up having a 60% win rate because the deck itself, it was focused against that deck. So we're going to see some of the changes against that. Boros Enchantments, this is a really complicated deck. The simple fact they can go ahead and protect now their creatures and now sacrifice them when they need it, then yeah, it is a headache. It was still a 50-50, but after the lane line got banned, it was an increase about this deck. And for last but not least, we ended up with Mono Black Control, this card. So yeah, the main piece that you need to protect in here is up to the Beamstock. If you protect one or two up to the Beamstock, you can go ahead and survive really easy against this deck. As you can see, we ended up having a 58% win rate and a 69% on the play. So the deck is pretty consistent on the play. Now, take in consideration that these stats were pre-ban and 12 hours after it got banned. Now, I noticed that there was a lot of Swift in the current meta, and I ended up making a lot of changes, and we are going to see the current ones. These are the current stats. I reached 190 games, and most of the stats are already with the lane land already banned. Now, we face a lot of changes right now. Our worst offender was the Simic tempo that a lot of people has, because there's a lot of like counter, then 5/5 creature with flash, tapping your creatures and start attacking. Because the deck was really centric against aggro control players, can go ahead and pull off a lot of wins against these ones. So I need to start making some changes with the deck in order to survive those type of decks. And because I really want to try the deck in best of 3, I already created a sideboard. Let's see how it goes. Because the lane line got banned, there was a lot of tempo, a lot of control, and I face a lot of mono blue decks. And yeah, some of the times you just need to try to make them tap themselves, set it up such a huge menace that they cannot go ahead and handle, and it's a GG. Now, with the current deck, I can go ahead and give you some good news and bad news. With the bad news, Dimir is still the worst enemy. Even ended up losing to a 28%, and yeah, we need to go ahead and fix that one in order to or set it up more counters or see how we're going to change the deck in order to perform against those type of decks. Now, the good news is that for the people that actually was complaining about the lane line being banned, Red Dead wins ended up having a 50% win. So the deck is still going strong. You just need to go ahead and deal with it. And in fact, Boros Enchantments is even stronger than Red Dead wins. So there's not much of a need of lane line and you can still go ahead and win. And for last, we ended up with a 53% win rate and with a 64 on the play. The deck is still going really good. In fact, I think we kind of improved on the play when there's no lane lines on it. But yeah, because the meta is shifting and all this information is from Thursday. This video is from Friday. So yeah, the meta is quite shifting, but I think it's still having a lot of progress. For last, I want to show you this information. These are the stats on how the deck was performing in the ladder, and if you can see, I was actually quite good. I ended up reaching 1,650 with the deck. After the lane that got banned, I ended up losing a lot of times, but it's because I ended up facing a lot of weird decks, and because the deck is not focused to those decks, then yeah, we ended up having a lot of dead cards and really difficult to pilot with those type of cards. But about all the deck, I still confirm that it is a really good deck. This was all the things that I wanted to show you. Let me know in the comments if this information was helpful for you, and what are your thoughts regarding the deck.
Also, I want to try to go with this deck with best of 3, so let me know if you want to see some videos with best of 3 with this deck. And that's it. As always, thank you very much for sticking to the end of the video, and I'll see you until the next week. Happy gaming. Bye.